Good morning, students. So, it's our first video for the class 7th physics. So, we will start the first chapter, that is heat, that is chapter number 4, heat. So, before starting this chapter, in lower classes you studied about heat. Heat is a form of energy, that you know. Heat is a form of energy that you studied in lower classes. So, now in this class 7 we will study about heat, what changes can be made when you give heat to an object or a substance. Then what are the different methods to transfer heat from one object to another, how we can measure the temperature of an object, what is temperature, all those things we will discuss in this chapter. Okay. So, first thing, what is heat? It is a form of energy, that you know. It is a form of energy. Actually, the heat, it will give an idea whether the object is hot or cold. Whether the object is hot or cold. When you touch that object, you will get an idea whether that object is hot or cold. So, heat means it is a form of energy that gives the sensation of hotness or coldness. It gives a sensation whether an object is hot or cold, that is heat. So, what will happen when you touch ice cream? Yeah, definitely you will feel it very cold. What about a hot cup of tea? Yeah, it appears to be hot for you, isn't it? So, heat means it is a form of energy that gives the sensation of hotness or coldness. It is a form of energy. Now, in lower class you studied joule, that is a unit of energy. Joule is a unit of energy, Joule, that is a unit of energy. So, heat is a form of energy which causes a sensation of hotness or coldness. It makes substance hotter. When heat is given to a substance, its temperature increases and it becomes hot. SI unit is joule. Now, what will happen when water is boiled? It will be converted to steam. It will be converted to steam. Now, what will happen when you keep ice for a long time outside the fridge or outside the refrigerator? When you keep ice or when you take ice from the refrigerator and you hold it in your hand or you keep it in your hand, what will happen? After some time it will start melting. After some time it will start melting. So, ice is converted to water. Ice is converted to water. When you boil water, actually you are giving heat. So, water will be converted to steam. So, three forms of matter is there: solid, liquid and gas. Three forms of matter is there: solid, liquid and gas. So, if you want to convert from one form to another or one state to another, we need to give heat. We need to give heat. When water is boiled, water is in liquid state. When water is boiled, it will be converted to steam. Steam is in the gaseous state. What will happen when you keep ice for a long time in your hand? Yeah, ice will be converted to water. Ice is in solid state. Water is in liquid state. So, we can convert or we can change the state of matter by giving heat. We can change the state of matter by giving heat. Now, next point. When you burn a paper, what will happen? You will get ash. So, what type of change is that? That is a chemical change. You studied about physical change and chemical change in lower class now, isn't it? So, when you burn paper, you will get ash. Can you make paper from that ash? No. So, it is a chemical change. So, two effects of heat is there. First one, heat causes change of state, that is solid to liquid, liquid to gas. Solid to liquid, liquid to gas means ice is converted to water by heating or by giving heat. Water can be converted to steam also by giving heat. Now, it causes chemical changes. When you burn a paper, it will become ash. That is chemical changes. Now, this one is hot and that side is cold. How will you know whether an object is hot or cold? How will you know? Yeah, we need to touch it. Okay, if you touch it, or one more method is there, if you find the temperature of that object, then you will get an idea whether that object is hot or cold. Okay, when you touch it, you will get an idea whether that object is hot or cold. Here, an object appears to be hot means the temperature of that object is more than our body temperature. More than our body temperature. Then we feel that that object is hot. That object is hot. So, we are comparing the temperature of that object with our body. If that object's temperature is more than our body temperature, then we feel that that object is hot to us. Suppose an object's temperature is lower than our body temperature, then that object appears to be cold to us. It's clear, 2 points? When an object is hot to us, then that object's temperature is greater than our body temperature. Normal our body temperature is 37 degree Celsius. So, if an object's temperature is more than 37 degree Celsius, then that object appears to be hot to us. If an object's temperature is less than 37 degree Celsius, then that object appears to be cold to us. Suppose an water at 20 degree Celsius, at 20 degree Celsius, whether it appears hot or cold to us? Water at 20 degree Celsius, whether it appears hot or cold for us? Definitely it appears cold to us because 20 degrees Celsius is less than 37 degrees Celsius. So, it is cold to us. The same water is boiled and the temperature is 50 degrees Celsius. The same water is boiled and temperature is 50 degrees Celsius. Now, the water appears to be hot for us because that water's temperature is more than 37 degrees Celsius. Okay. So, an object appears hot if its temperature is greater than our body temperature. An object appears cold if its temperature is lower than that of our body temperature. Okay, an object appears cold if its temperature is lower than that of our body temperature. An object appears hot if the temperature is higher than that of our body temperature. Normal our body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius. If an object having temperature greater than 37 degrees Celsius, it appears hot to us. If the temperature is less than 37 degrees Celsius, then it appears to be cold to us. Now, when heat flows from one object to another, it appears hot to us. When heat flows from our body to object, it appears cold to us. When you keep ice on our hands, actually heat will flow from our body to ice. Heat will flow from our body to ice. So, it appears to be cold to us. Heat will flow from our body to ice. So, ice appears to be cold to us. Otherwise, if heat flows from that object to our body, then it appears to be hot for us. Then temperature, normally heat is measured by its temperature. Okay. So, temperature means it is a degree of hotness or coldness of an object. It is a degree of hotness and coldness of object, that is temperature. Okay. When we measure the temperature of an object, we will get an idea whether that object is hot or cold. That we have to compare with our body temperature. If the temperature is more than 37 degrees Celsius, then that appears to be hot for us. If the object's temperature is less than 37 degrees Celsius, then that appears to be cold for us. So, heat is a form of energy that gives a sensation of hotness or coldness. It is a form of energy that gives a sensation of hotness or coldness. Okay. Thank you.